Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
So I need Scott's reaction to this picture. Um, so here we go. Um, okay, so Scott, what do you think about the new companion? Um,
Okay, she's cute. I mean,
Yasmin Finney is a transgender actress. Uh,
yeah,
she was a man becoming a woman. Um, so that's probably not one of the better
it's
pictures.
that's yeah. I wasn't. Yeah, I've seen a few pictures of her, but that's not one of her best pictures. But if
Right.
she can, if she can do the job as a companion, I guess okay.
I mean, the thing I'm concerned with is that she's named Rose.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
I'm
talking about.
kind
Yeah,
of like upset about that.
and they were
Although,
talking. I noticed they were talking about something like they're going to have a new rose, and I'm thinking at first I thought it was just okay. They're just use it as a metaphor. And then when I heard, yeah, then when I read the story, it's like, why?
yeah, I mean the thing is, uh, not everybody know people went with the article and they didn't know that she's not replacing Rose Tyler in
I
another
know, yeah, I
universe.
know, but still, it's
Um,
just,
she's basically gonna be Donna Noble's daughter, and Rose Temple Noble, correct? I believe.
okay.
But the way they're pushing it, it's like I just have a bad feeling about the new series that he's gonna make the episode titled Rose, and he's kind of gonna try to do a reboot of the reboot,
Yeah,
like with her in the shop, but she's Donna Noble's daughter. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping
yeah, yeah.
it's
I can
not
see the
like that.
concern. Yeah,
We've never disrespected a companion by having another companion with the same
yeah,
name. So why now? I mean, she could have been called Lily. She could have been called something else.
yeah,
I understand they're trying to make it like Donna Noble remembers, but I mean, I don't like it. But again, I have nothing against the actress. Let's go. Let's see what she does.
yeah. And
Or they
yeah,
do,
she
I
did the
guess. But
job. Give it to her. But yeah, it's just like like I said, at first I thought it was like going to be a metaphor, and then like I said, I read the story. It's like, why? Why are they
right,
giving
like,
her?
and this is the people don't understand. It's not. It has nothing to do with the actress being transgender or
No,
the
no,
character being
zero,
transgender.
100% zero.
It has to do with disrespecting a companion that started the whole thing of New
Yeah,
Who. And again, we got other pictures of her. I'm
yeah.
sorry, they. I don't
Personally, I
know.
think they should have used the third picture over the fourth. Anything from maybe that first through top level, it would have been good. It's just,
And this is her with here. She's with
yeah,
you know Shuti Gatwa, right?
yeah,
The new doctor. So
shooty,
that's her.
yeah.
Right? She's I guess she's taller. um, but yeah, again, could we just? Why did she have to have that name? I don't get it. Like,
Now, granted, if it was a nickname, I could see. All right,
I just don't.
but
I don't want See, it's already what I feared is that these stupid companies just went with shit without even knowing what the fuck they're talking about, and they look like a bunch of assholes. And they're
mhm.
like, "Oh my god, it's Rose Tyler of another universe." Like, how stupid are you? Like,
No,
could
no,
you
it's not Rose
fucking
from
wait a
another
minute?
universe.
No, assholes. She's Donna
It's a
Noble's
new person
daughter.
who just happens to have the same name.
She's Donna Noble's daughter. Like, Donna Noble remembered the name Rose for some reason,
Yeah,
and they had in the back of our minds, right? So, like, you know, I don't know. I'm just concerned about that. It's maybe it's a minor thing.
yeah. I'm that's the yeah,
You
that's the
wouldn't
one
have
thing I'm
another
starting to
companion named
dread
Sarah.
myself.
You wouldn't have another companion named Sarah like Sarah Jane. You wouldn't have another
Yeah.
companion named
Well,
fucking.
technically they did back during the first Doctor's era, but that was first name was spelled differently, and her last name was Kingdom.
Right.
But she
But
only lasted like what, one episode,
gotcha. You're right. But
2 episodes until she got knocked off.
I mean, you wouldn't be happy if someone was named Donna.
Yeah.
Again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we got some interesting things today. They did have David Tennant and Catherine Tate and Yasmin Finley was on set along with the guy that plays Donna Noble's husband and mother.
Yeah.
And we've heard, Richard Talele is going to be, I guess, directing. We don't know if this is the 60th or the Christmas special, if there is one. But I was on a cast with Connor and Philip earlier today. So it's a great time to be a Doctor Who fan because we're all talking about it. We're all excited about it.
And the fact that we've got a showrunner who's not afraid of giving people crumbs of what's to come, and that's
correct. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's that there's so many things.
And the fact that back during his and Moffat's era, there was just merchandise out the wazoo. It's like,
well, we're gonna get that too now, I guess.
Okay, this is great, but roll it back just so.
Well, now we need to get it to be full-fledged like it was before because there's been non-existent merchandise. So it looks like the 60 is going to have its share of action figures.
God, I just can't wait to see what his sonic screwdriver is going to look like.
I mean, I'm hoping it's like similar to the original one, Like just, but of course they're going to do some variation of it. Maybe it'll be purple, maybe it'll be something. David Tennant with a new suit or a new jacket, that's interesting. If it really is the Doctor and it's not the Master in disguise, I hope not. We'll see. Because I do want David Tennant, back as a Doctor, but nothing's confirmed. Like I said, we were talking that this might be so out of order that we don't know what the hell is happening. Like they could have other specials they film after that's supposed to be for this. So don't know what to make of it. It is good news. Seeing David Tennant running around with Donna Noble going in. We actually saw that today, him and Donna Noble going in the TARDIS. That was cool. And then waving them off. So, we'll see. Wait and see attitude, I guess. See how that goes. People have been reaching out, asking me questions, talking to me. Some of our old cast members are going to probably come back soon, like Hayden.
That's good. Of course, they left because of a certain... two individuals. So I'm with you. I had no problems with Jodie. It was Whittaker. It was Chibnall. I am the main problem.
Chibnall was just terrible.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like he was trying to rewrite the Sixth Doctor in a way.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but it's just, and he didn't. It's not just that he did everything bad because he did give us Joe Martin.
Yeah,
and that was a wonderful episode, right?
Yeah.
It's like makes you want, like, I was saying something on Twitter the other day, and I'm like, the same person who was our showrunner that brought Doctor Who back, right? Is the same one who wrote Love and Monsters.
Oh God! And that was loosely based on
that's Russell T Davies.
So like, he was sent in.
I was concerned that if Russell T Davies goes too far, not that he will, I'm saying,
yeah.
What if he does go too far? And what if we get like a Doctor Who Miracle Day? You know what I'm saying? With the new series, I'm kind of concerned. I don't know. Maybe I should be concerned. I had all great news up until a certain point, and all of a sudden, my attitude went sour a little bit because I'm like, what are we trying to do with the series 14? Are we trying to go in shocking directions and political and like representation besides diversity? Just like, I'm like,
I hope
could we just get back to like traveling in time and space and just
have the I'm sorry,
fucking battling villains and
not. This is another thing I want to set up. I want it to where the Doctor is front and center,
right,
and is not acting like the damn companion like he did.
Right? Do we need to have the companion be the fucking star of the show like they've always had?
That's what annoyed me the most about
not really.
Is because it got to the standpoint where it's Doctor Companion with the Doctor as as the cameo this week.
Daniel, you said, Daniel, we've been doing podcasts about this every day. So, yeah, we know what's happening. I don't know if you probably missed them, but we've done podcasts every day, bro. I don't know where you've been, but he's not retconning Stephen Moffat stuff.
So no, he's not. No, he's not retconning.
He should retcon Chris Chibnall stuff, but he's not going to do that either.
He said he's not going to touch the
Thomas
Child thing.
Which, you know what? I said today, I mean, why couldn't the Thomas Child be Donna Noble's daughter? Yeah, she has regeneration energy in her, and maybe they just did some bootstrap paradox and then weird thing.
Or even yet.
It's not David Tennant's Metacrisis, because it's Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS.
Here's another idea. The Timeless Child was Tatooine's daughter, that girl which we saw at the Rift, she could have died some way, and in order to save her, she did some little mumbo jumbo stuff, and for whatever reason, she used some of the doctor's.
It's all paradox. I don't believe anything Tech Dalen or the Master said.
No, really. I don't either.
Why would you listen to your greatest enemy that got you killed how many times?
Yeah,
I mean, basically,
because that child would have grown up to be evil no matter what.
Right. Why? I mean, like, why would you listen to the guy that got you killed in Megapolis? Right. Yeah. I mean, like, that's your sworn enemy. You know, he's looking to kill you now. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? That's basically, I don't know, but and that was another thing. The other day we did a podcast. I was talking about how John Sims should come back. And then all of a sudden, all these people are running with this fucking rumor. Yeah, you heard it from me. I created it, saying that, it'd be cool if Sacha Dhawan has some interaction with David Tennant's doctor. He's like, you don't think I'm gonna fall for this Timeless Child garbage, do you? And then he's like, and then Sacha Dhawan's like, Masters, basically, well, maybe I should just revisit an old face of your acquaintance, meaning that John Sims Master was like equal footing with David Tennant. Like, David Tennant's doctor could probably destroy Sacha Dhawan's Master, honestly. So, but John Sim is another thing entirely, and that's what we loved, is the whole evenness of, it was so good battling each other. It was almost, it was almost like, you know, John Pertwee and Delgado, you know, like that was like great. So, I'm the one that said that John Sim should come back and whatever. Then all of a sudden people are like, there's a rumor.
And didn't you say they also, after I mentioned the whole thing of an open regeneration, that about a few days later they did the same thing?
Yeah, the thing you were talking about should be an open-ended regeneration, and all of a sudden people are stealing your shit. Yeah, but look,
not saying other people didn't come up with it as well, but it just seems kind of strange. It's kind of
strange. We've talked. I mean, how many things did we talk about on here? We wanted a smarter Centauran, and then all of a sudden we got smarter Centaurans, right? Like all these things. I mean, maybe people watch us, maybe they don't, maybe they take from us, maybe they don't. But look, I'm very excited because, again, Russell T Davies, you know, knows how to market Doctor Who.
Oh God,
knows how to get people pumped and ready, and we're gonna probably have more merchandise and marketing and action figures and T-shirts than we've ever had in like fucking 10 years.
That yellow 60s, I guess you want to call it Power Man outfit that he had on. I said, watch that be his outfit.
Who's that?
You know, Shooties. You know that?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see him though. I don't even know if he's in the 60s. We're gonna have to find out. I'm super excited too, Melina. Definitely. I think absolutely Peter Capaldi will be back.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, that celebration is like.
I'm the only one that thinks that Peter. I'm the only one.
Christmas or something like that.
Yeah, I'm the only one that thinks that Christopher Eccleston's coming back. Nobody else is like, he's coming. I feel he's coming back. I've been saying that for a long time now, and I'm still sticking with that. You know, that we're all fools. He's going to be back. You know, I know, right? I'm telling you. I think he's in it. I don't care what anybody says. I think that will be the biggest fucking news to hit. Because everybody's thinking, oh my God, and they're he's back too. That would be fucking amazing.
You know, I know this is Moffat's, but the one thing he's got to do T. Davis needs to do is that scene where we see just the eyes of Capaldi and that little what he was talking about, number 12, number 13, or whatever.
Right, 13 when we saved Gallifrey. You're talking about?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I really want to have a nice poster, like a 60th anniversary poster of, my hands are backwards. So it will be 9, 10, 11, 12, Jody, and then Shooty, and just like a whole nice fucking poster of all the new, like the new Who, like now I'm not talking about John Hurt. I'm not talking
I know.
I'm just talking 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like
just
fucking nice poster. That would be fucking amazing,
even as a circle, or like a half circle, either like some of them are at the top, some at the top.
I don't know why, but I just picture fucking Capaldi's doctor and fucking Donna Noble, just like fucking pure sarcasm, like just fucking amazing. It'll be like a goddamn special in itself, right? You imagine those two together, like something happened and she had to travel with Capaldi's doctor.
Either the curator
fucking
or
great.
Mentioned because I don't think Tom would come in.
Oh, I know. I wish. Jesus, man, I can't fucking wait for this shit. We have to wait a while, though. I mean, let's not forget about the centennial. I mean, Jodie's final performance, but I just fucking, and of course, seeing Tegan and fucking Ace again, my God, right? And Kate Stewart, of course, and I mean, Orlando Bloom, like what, in a movie? Like a movie doctor? I don't know. I guess. I actually no. I haven't really thought about that. Orlando Bloom. I thought about Alan Cumming because they did ask him to be the doctor, and he said no because it was too low. Because I do see him as doctorish, and if they asked him, they do
doctor then.
What's that?
Cummings.
No, they asked him to be the doctor.
No, I know. I'm just saying if they ever did remake.
I think no. I still think he should. No, I think he should still be a doctor. Like
okay.
Yeah, like because the thing is, the only reason he said no is because the filming was so long, right? If they would have did like a special and then he's there and then they give him some time to do it because he makes a lot of money in the stuff that he acts. So, but I'm telling you, Alan Cumming would be fucking perfect. And for them to ask him. Yeah. They knew he would be perfect, flat out. They didn't no audition, just asked him. So I think was it Moffat that asked him? I think. I mean, it would be fucking out of this world. Out of this fucking world.
Peter Jackson. There was the time when Peter Jackson was asked to do
to direct it, right?
Yeah, to direct one, and he said
I don't know how that felt. Yeah, that's what he wanted. I don't know why that fell through. That's stupid.
That was
right. If you got a big name like that, why wouldn't you just? Yeah, sure. You want a Dalek? Okay, we'll make you one. It'll be out in a day, right? Yeah, I mean Tom Baker. It would be great to see him again. Carol Ann Ford also, right? Yeah. I mean, but I don't think we're going to see that. But they did disappear in filming. Like, I mean, supposedly, I don't know if it was DVD, Blu-rays, whatever. But we still might. They might be in Centennial. Maybe something happens and Jodie's doctor talks to her past selves in her mind or something.
Something on a twist of the Fifth Doctor's regeneration and during.
I mean, she could be talking in her head. She could be talking in her head, and they could probably de-age the mess, maybe or something. I don't know. I don't know if they have the money for that though. Probably don't. Russell D. Davis has the money with Beowulf Productions, but not. I know Will is back. My God, right? What was your first reaction? I was so happy, man. I was so happy. My God. They did something right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Russell T. Davis does the right thing, but Jesus.
Because he actually thinks as a fan. He thinks, okay, I'm a fan, but I'm going to put this out for fans who love the show. I'm not going to hoard this.
See, Chibnall puts shit he likes, not that he's doing it for the fans.
It's like
he just confuses the shit out of you. Like, you'll hate him, and then he'll bring back fucking Tegan and fucking Are you kidding me, Daniel? No, Daniel. Wilf, Daniel.
Will.
Donna Noble's like grandfather.
Grandfather.
Come on, bro. The Centennial is where Jody regenerates.
Keep this in mind. The guy who played Wilf was also in the big screen version of Invasion of Earth 2150 AD.
Yes, he was in the movie, Doctor Who movie, yeah. Yeah, autocorrect, I hate that too, right? When it puts the wrong thing. That's embarrassing, I know. How you doing, huh? Melina, you doing good? I would stay off Twitter. That's a toxic cesspool.
Oh yeah, I randomly go to it
and fucking battle. Like you waste so much. I did that for a little while, but then back and forth into it. I was like, you know what? It's a waste of energy, Twitter, because they're all
the only time I'm on Twitter is when I'm posting like, oh, here's a video, here's a picture of this.
I started thinking, I'm like, with the amount of time I was on Twitter, I could have did like fucking 10 videos. I could have plotted 5 games, right? So I kind of I'm just watching from afar, here and there. I don't think I'm not like Twitter interactions, like, you know, when Ballstrick's dog died, I was like, I'm sorry for your loss, dude, and everything. But I try not to get involved in the fucking battling, you know. There's so much. It's such a waste of energy. Like, there's things I wanted to say to certain individuals that were really fucked up. Like, and I'll say it again, like I said it before. But if your fucking dog dies and somebody makes fun of that, you're a fucking dick. Honestly,
yeah, I agree.
I'm not that I'm gonna battle people, but people are if you read between the lines, people were always assholes and had fucking egos and thought who the fuck they were. So if you're gonna use a moment of sadness for someone to try to get under their skin, you're a scumbag. But that's, you know what? I'm not battling assholes. Let the assholes stay there. They're not gonna get that popular.
Themselves.
Who cares? Yeah, I know you did. Like, fuck that guy and the other guy too. And please, jerk offs. Jesus. And you know, not for nothing. Like, people have trolled me too, and they followed me to my stream. I'm telling you, they fucked me up the other day. As much as I didn't want to think they had the power, but I'm gaming, and you know what? I'm helpless because I'm trying to play the fucking video game, and I got the comments on the screen that I see while I'm playing.
Yeah.
And these people are fucking vicious. Like, oh, you suck as a gamer, and you didn't beat this game, and you didn't beat that game, and they're like just fucking trolling fucks. And I gotta tell you, I lost my fucking cool. I was doing a Twitch stream, and I stopped playing the fucking game. I just stopped, right? And I just stopped playing, and I'm fighting with this asshole, right? And I'm like, then I thought about like, oh, look what I just did. This guy accomplished. Here it is. I was going to get the platinum on the air.
Yeah.
This person did what they set out to do and fucked me up, right? Knocked me. And then not only did I end the stream, but I don't think I played for the rest of the night. And Sharon was upset, and she's like, you know, you can't let them get to you like this.
No, you can't.
For the past couple days, no, but the person did fuck me up because a couple days I was just like, and then I see it's Who Wars was a part of that, I think, because they started posting shit, the same thing. So it was like them, but they did it to get a post on their Facebook page. Who Wars, in case you didn't know, is the anti-Matrix Lord 212 fan base. There's people that hate my guts, and they have a Facebook page. Not that we're promoting it, but called Who Wars. And, you know, they exist, unfortunately, like poop exists, you know. You could clean it up, but the smell is always there, and it's always there. So we all have our villains, and you know, and there's nothing I could do about that. But the thing is not to let it get to me. And then, of course, when my PlayStation broke the other day, of course, thank God I fixed it. But guess what? The fucking crash game got erased. Like all my progress.
It turned out to be what I said, what I thought it was.
No, what happened was, I think it was Gene might have said it, or somebody else said it. No. Who was it that said it? I think one of my followers on PlayStation said that I think it was Dukes said it, that they did a PlayStation update and it fucked up everybody's fucking shit, supposedly. So when I went to fix it, of course, anything, and I don't have PlayStation Plus right now, so anything that I was working on, anything got fucking wiped. So again, Miles Morales got fucking wiped after I redid it. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy 1, 2, and 3 got wiped. I'm actually praying that Rayman Legends and fucking Bloodborne isn't wiped either, because then I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. But because I will have a fucking heart attack if I find out Bloodborne's erased, because that shit was so many fucking hours into that, and I said I was gonna go back into it, but I will literally cry. I probably would cry, honestly. So, and again,
I switched mine on. I had I don't know if I saw the update. I don't know if it's the update you did, but there was another update I.
Yeah. So the way to fix it was, unfortunately, now this is a scary thing, but you think, okay, you could delete your main account, right? Now it doesn't mean that your thing is deleted permanently. So it doesn't mean like, oh, Matrix Lord doesn't have 1,065 platinums. Now he has 0. You delete the email, and then you put it back in, and it sort of like flushes out the bullshit.
Yeah, it's like almost like a soft reboot,
like a reboot. But the whole thing is, if you didn't have like a backup save, and I'm not talking about when you save the game on the game.
Yeah,
no, that shit gets wiped. So I think I have a backup of fucking Bloodborne and Rayman Legends. But anyway, I thought I had it for. You are fucking amazing. You got all the Crash Bandicoot plats? Holy fucking shit. Really? 1, 2, 3, Crash Team Racing and Crash 4, It's About Time? Really? You're fucking unreal. I gotta fucking hold a goddamn podcast in your honor. Honestly, if you did that, you are gonna get a podcast with your name on it. Shit. Honestly, if you did that, absolutely. Yeah? Then you're gonna be the goddamn fucking star of this shit. Honestly. That's a fucking achievement and a half. Future date, we're gonna do a podcast with you. Absolutely. Holy shit. I'm proud of you. Wow. See that? That's great. So now, listen, it's put up or shut up, right? Now I gotta get that shit.
And it's on. And
no, you know what the funny thing was? No, you know what the funny thing was? I says in my gaming journey, right, that I would watch all these gamers and I would pick one at a time, and I'd be like, even though I talked to them on DMs and I'm friendly with them, and I liked them, I loved them, right? But in friendly competition, I'd be like, okay, this person has this amount of plats and this amount of trophies. I'm going after them. I'm going to beat them. I'm going to get more than them. And then I would surpass that person quietly, not mentioning their name or anything. And then I'd be like, now I'm going after this one. Now I'm going after this one. So I have someone I'm going after now and try to have more than them. Not saying who. But look, if I'm trying to be number one in America, I have to be number one, right?
That's right.
And then the world. So you look at the people who are better than you, and you like that. All right. So like that podcast, that live stream on Twitch when I was playing the game, they said that they mentioned who they are, which Bad Wolf is telling me up and down that it's not that person, that they're trying to get me pissed off to surpass that person, which here's the thing.
Like I said, that's what I think what your son did that day.
Well, who knows if that was true, but I mean, you know, maybe they do joke around with me that you can't do this so you get it done, you know, you don't know. But like you can't beat a coon, right? So the point is that's pointless because I'm already trying to be number one. So if I'm number one, I'm going to try to beat that person, right? When that person's on my radar, right? Mm-hmm. So okay, that person's like the 10th person in America, and then Akum's number one. Of course, I have to beat him to get to Akum, right? So it's not like they're trying to piss me off. Well, maybe they want to piss me off to get it done sooner. But like, look, things do hit a snag, and we're going to talk about the reality. I know this is Doctor Who, but we might as well talk about everything, right? So, in case you didn't know, and I'm sure Melina will tell you, it costs money. It's not just about platinum the games, right? You have to buy the freaking games, right? And when you get deep into it, you have to buy the game multiple times. So let's just say I did everything Melina did and I got all the Crash things, right? What I would try to top that is is that not only would I get all the crash things like Melina did, but then I would go to Melina, I got it in the European region too! And every fucking region that crash would be available, I would try to fucking do each game 3 fucking times, right?
Yeah.
Just to be me, right? So like, oh shit. So the biggest thing with Bloodborne is if I got Bloodborne Platinum, the step that wouldn't be talked about is that I would fucking buy it in European and do it again. And do it fucking wherever it's available, right? And then it's like, up your ass to the trolls, right? Fuck off. Yeah. Because that's me. I don't know if that's me being a dick, but I am a dick sometimes. Like, you know, if you piss me off. So, like, if people are assholes, yeah, up your ass. There you go. You didn't expect that. You didn't expect me to beat the fucking hardest game like 4 fucking times. Right, Melina? These fucking guys, these people. These people really try to break you and shit, man. Right? They hurt my feelings. It hurt. I'm going to admit, it bothered me. And I was like, no, it bothered me. I said it wasn't bothering me. No, it fucking bothered me, all right. I couldn't platinum fucking. I was all fucked up for a couple of days, honestly. Fucked up, man. And then I'm like, what am I going to do? Whatever, of course, I do podcasts right away. But they get to you. These people are fucking. They'll make you feel like you're shit. They'll make you believe that you suck. They'll you this and you're that, and it's not true. And it's just, that's the point is that they get to you. Yes, you are feisty. I know. You'll fucking eat them. I know. That's great. Like if you were fucking a deadite from fucking Army Darkness, you'd eat them. Probably eat people. Yeah. That'd be a cool horror movie, right? I want Melina in my corner. Shit goes down. Absolutely, tootly. Shit. People don't care. They don't fucking care who you are. Look at and you know what the funny thing is? When people are fucking making fun of my weight, like you don't see my fucking stomach on here, right? And I told you I lost tons of fucking weight. And these fucking people think I'm like fucking fat and this and that. I'm like 38 waist, right? Now I don't need to show my fucking stomach on the air. Like who the fuck wants to see that, right? But and then a person's like, you're a loser because you don't have a car. I'm like, I do have a car. They're like, oh, like how stupid are you, right? All these people, they think they know everything about you, then they don't know shit. Really. You know? So that's right. You'll be my tag team partner. We'll either smack down on the candy ass. Get the thing, be like, finally, the Matrix Lord has come back to gaming right now. I used to, back in the day, you don't know this probably. Some people don't know this. Give you a little spoiler. Matrix Lord 212 used to wear comic book shirts and had a fanny pack, right? This is probably why I never got a date back in the day, right? And I used to go to WWE. It wasn't WWE back then, but I used to go to Monday Night Raw. I used to go to events. Not like my other friends, I went to everything, but I went to some things. Of course, it was expensive. I think it would cost me $1,000 to go to WrestleMania back in the day. And I was, you know, in my early 20s, I guess, 18, 19, 20, right? So, oh God, that fucking trailer for She-Hulk. What a pile of dog shit that was, right? Oh my gosh.
I will say this much.
Fucking cartoon
I will say this much, all right? I agree with what she says about that, but it was a lot better than the Thor Love and Thunder one.
But it was
not
shit.
by much.
You know what it is? It was like a fucking what Sonic originally looked like. She looks like shit.
Yeah.
Right? She looks completely like shit. And you know what I don't understand? Why when they do these Marvel shows, they have a list of like the fucking underlings or like the fucking people that are like just suck, and they'll put them in there to like, not that the Abomination sucks, but
yeah,
you throw them in there. It's like, oh, okay, there's the Abomination. Now, Wong supposedly is in there. I'm sorry, I like Wong, but he should not be Sorcerer Supreme. I don't get it. I don't understand it. If you're Sorcerer Supreme, you wouldn't be listening to Stephen Strange, so don't give me that shit. And I'm against that. Sorry. But I know that they're for it because they want to have like diversity and Wong is Sorcerer Supreme. Isn't that cool? I'm like, what was Wong in the comics really? But a butler, right? A servant, made him tea and fed him. Didn't do weird shit, right? In the comics, didn't have a fucking thing where wasn't shit. He was bald, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wore like a yellow fucking robe thing, right? Like a fucking monk, right? And he fed Doctor Strange and he patched him up like Alfred, right? But did he start doing weird shit like whatever? No, not when I was fucking reading it. He was just Wong was Wong. Wong wasn't anything. It was he just fucking sucked. But now, of course, you want to make him something. Okay, so now Wong Sorcerer. First of all, I don't think it would work if you did a Wong Sorcerer Supreme Disney Plus shit. Sorry, but nowadays maybe he will get one because you're getting one for Echo, and who the fuck is she? Oh, she's the fucking chick in fucking Hawkeye.
Well, I heard Echo. I thought, okay, are they going to make that Dolphin?
Does she deserve a fucking series from being a villain partly?
Yeah.
Not really, but they're pushing the shit out of her in the comics, so I guess she might sell you She-Hulk. Is that She-Hulk #1 by Dan Slott, or is it by John Byrne, or? No. Really? David Blythe. What is it? Purple? For some reason, I was thinking it would be purple. I don't know why. What color is it? Oh, so wait. First one?
Is it the one from the 80s?
We're talking about the Sonic. No, it's the Sonic Screwdriver we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Daniel, I don't think it will be that soon, bro. Sorry. Secret Wars. That's a slow burn.
No, yeah. Secret Wars, that's not going to be for another probably, I'm going to say 5, 6 years at least. We get the third. We get the fourth.
Let me see if Connor could tell me what's going on, because Connor's been. Hold on. Let's get him in here. Let's get them in. Maybe Philip is sleeping. These guys in the UK, they're different time zones. I know. I'm sorry. Let's see who's up. There he is. Okay, I'm sorry at this late hour.
Yeah, it's fine. Yes. So it seems like David Tennant's playing the 14th Doctor.
Jesus!
He's a different Doctor.
Fuck. Is he talking a Scottish accent?
No, he's got the old accent, but what seems to be the case, as someone already pointed out just before me in the chat, is that he's just done a night shoot where they, for pretty much the whole night, blocked off the entire set, but then they opened it up, and it's because he's using a new Sonic, and it appears as if he just stumbles back into Donna's life, but it's not necessarily the 10th Doctor. It's likely the 14th Doctor.
So what are the difference? Do we know anything about the differences in his characteristics? Is he a mean Doctor? Is he a happy Doctor? Is he
not in his characteristics at the moment? But one thing that I'm quite keen to see is because a lot of people are asking them. Oh, is it Jodie's Sonic? No one will answer them though. And I want to know if it is Jodie's Sonic or not.
Jodie's Sonic is Sheffield Steel, right?
Yeah.
Sheffield Steel with the alien technology.
It's highly possible that person that reported that on Twitter hadn't seen Jodie's era and could have been going based off of the fact that it was Jodie's Sonic. But it sounds like there's no alternate universe or... anything.
No
It is,
alternate universe.
it is just the 14th Doctor, and something happens to make him stumble back into Donna's life.
Okay, so different personality. Of course, he's not going to say Alon Z. He's not going to do any of that stuff because he's not the 10th Doctor. He's probably going to be different, right? I just, you know what? If he's going to play a different Doctor, it would be cool if he's like a fucking Sylvester McCoy chess player, fucking people up, right? Like, I'll just fucking send the thing into Hans Vogelger into the fucking sun and blow up fucking Scarro and shit, and I'll just fuck up the Cybermen, and I'll just fuck up everybody. Like, Curse of Fenric, you know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking dark. But like a, you know? I don't know. But he's not like the Valyard, is he?
Maybe cause you to think that maybe this is like one step away from the Valyard.
But he's not evil, is he?
I'm just going to read what the first tweet said that I've seen. So, Solid Hour of Night Shoot gave me the last pieces for a big picture of the plot. Different Sonic, Doctor in quotation marks, definitely not 10. Stumbles into Donna's life. UFO of Doctor's interest. I'm wondering if that's possibly the villain. That's what drags him back to.
Well, hold on. There's a possibility. Here's the thing, Melina. We can't even say that Shooty is the 15th because one, right? Connor, correct me if I'm wrong. There's multiple specials, right?
Yes.
And if they are bringing back other doctors, but not necessarily, like, in other words, we could see the 14th Doctor David Tennant regenerate into a bearded fucking Matt Smith or some shit. Like, Shooty could be fucking Doctor 16 or 18. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in the specials if he's going to regenerate every time, right? And maybe we'll get a different Capaldi. Maybe, I don't know. Or different Jodie.
So basically similar to Curse of the Fatal Death.
No. Curse of Fatal Death was one special where they regenerated.
I know, but I'm just saying in that similarity.
I'm saying, like, we may have David Tennant regenerate at the end of the special into another Matt Smith, but not necessarily 11th Doctor.
Something definitely happened tonight at filming that will reveal, if it got out, it would reveal the plot of the specials, because another person later wrote, I got pictures/photos of tonight's scene, but we were all really respectfully asked that we don't post them. What I will say is that we heard the scene, its dialogue, explanations, and there is a really cool element that I didn't expect to see. That's all I can share.
Well, let me ask you a question. Could it be possible, if we did have past Doctors, right? If we had the 10th Doctor at a time, right, appearing with the 14th, right, wouldn't the 10th kind of be alarmed by the fact that he was able to do that? Like,
I don't think it's the 10th Doctor, though. We're not.
No. What I'm saying is, if we had other Doctors together, right, and we would have David Tennant's 10th Doctor along with David Tennant's 14th Doctor, wouldn't that be like a thing? Like, how would that run?
Well, this is why I think, to put it into one word, this is going to be a degeneration.
How could it be a degeneration?
They're going the other way rather than regenerating. It's going to be degeneration, I think.
So then he would be Christopher Eccleston after.
No, I think something goes wrong with the regeneration that causes him to go backwards rather than forward, sort of into a new phase.
He did say he could revisit old faces, so why would it be? It wouldn't be backwards. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I said this a few times in the cast, right? If the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, can't regenerate according to the being that's an egotistical called Time, right? Then that would make sense that she goes to Donna Noble and takes the regeneration, and because there's not enough regeneration energy left, it would make her into David Tennant's appearance of the 10th Doctor, but not necessarily the 10th Doctor, but the form, right? And then they would have to probably figure out how to get the regenerations back, right? If something happened.
There was a Reddit leak that is 100% true. And in that Reddit leak, it said that the 3 specials are going to focus around Tennant's Doctor, whether it's 10 or 14, finding out or investigating why he's got that face again. So,
but didn't the curator say you could revisit all faces at some point?
But I don't think. I think that there's something more going. I mean, he could possibly do that, but I think there's something more going on here than just him going back and revisiting.
So here's the thing. The other day, remember I was saying how it would be great to have David Tennant's doctor talk to Sasha Dhawan's master and say, you don't expect me to believe this timeless child bullshit, right? And that for spite, Sasha Dhawan would regenerate back into John Sim. So now, since I said that, right, I'm seeing all over the place people posting this shit about a fucking rumor about John Sim returning, which I'm sorry, but I fucking stated that in the cast, right? So is John Sim coming back too? Or
no.
Nah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What about Missy? Didn't RTT mention Missy?
I mean,
or was that joking?
I think it's probably joking. Yeah.
Okay.
At least not for the specials. I don't think they'll be back.
So David Tennant's 14th Doctor. So in other words, is Jodie going to be back? Like, is this going to be like a degeneration where he does the mission?
Baby, so that's probably one of the reasons why they're degenerating.
Well, what I'm asking is, she could have the baby by the time they finish the 3 specials. So the point is, what I'm trying to make is this like sort of when John Hurt's doctor finished the mission and the regeneration energy kicked in? So in other words, something with this regeneration, he has to be that phase, he has to be, right? And then when it's done, will he revert back to Jodie Whittaker? And then she regenerates into Shooty? Or is it going to be David Tennant regenerated to Shooty? Because I kind of want to see Whittaker regenerate into Shooty.
I think it's going to be David Tennant into Shooty.
Shit. We're not even going to get that. Oh, man. That's a
because
fucking
something happens where
I heard about that too.
He goes back to Tennant's face, and he's wondering why.
But he's not the 10th Doctor. That's the weird thing.
He's not the 10th Doctor. He's the 11th.
Shooty Gatwa. That's how you pronounce that. That's how you
whatever number Doctor.
Shooty Gatwa is how you pronounce the new Doctor's name. So, I mean, this is the thing. He has, but how does that make sense? He has the same face, but he's not the same personality.
Because he's the 14th Doctor, and something happens in the regeneration that causes that. And I imagine that, as you said, that's a deeply traumatic experience.
So, if it's a different personality, then it's not a degeneration. Because
it's a
degeneration physically.
If it was,
physically, but not mentally.
No, well... That's the point, is if it was an actual degeneration, he would be the 10th Doctor completely. So now you're saying that...
Not necessarily.
No.
So he counts as the 14th. Like, when we have the pictures of all of them across, they're going to show him as the 14th. They're not going to show him as, like a weird fucking asterisk up or down. Like... It's going to be...
mean, I agree with Melina. I think that it's likely that it's going to be a twist where there's unfinished business somewhere in the universe that...
So who's the one that makes... So it's needed that he has that appearance, but who's the one that triggers the regeneration energy to make it that way? Was it Time Lords?
That's probably part of the overarching plot, and
that's probably the Time Lords. Because remember how they altered Patrick Troughton, right? Well, Patrick Troughton into, John Pertwee. Like, they just controlled it. So is it possible from afar they did that?
I mean, I can answer that question, Melina, there, in that David Tennant is, sadly, and I would love Peter Capaldi to come back, but David Tennant is more of a viewer draw. They want viewers as well, so they had to go back to.
And Connor loves fucking Peter Capaldi, by the way. So
yes, they had to go back to Tennant and Tate. It was the only choice that they had. They even actually admitted it in the press release.
But that's what I told you, right? Like I said, he needs to fix and rebuild what Chibnall fucks up before, because it would have been a disaster if you just gave it to Shooty and it wouldn't have come back. Like you had to do something like the 60th, or a whole bunch of specials with people we know to fix it before it happens. So
He's at least staying for the specials.
I mean, I think he's going to just do the 3 specials and then he'll regenerate to Shooty.
People are going to be disappointed with that, but
I honestly do not care about the centenary. I think that the last couple of days have just completely destroyed any interest in in the rest of Chibnall's era.
I wonder how he has.
Bearing in mind that the 3 things that have been trending this week are Doctor Who, David Tennant, and Peter Capaldi, and they're all because they've been rumored to be in the 60th. No one gives a crap about the centenary anymore.
I know. So I had the camera off because people got offended when I ate. Sorry, I heard you.
I wasn't even paying attention. So
we're getting Capaldi, right?
I don't think we're getting Capaldi now. I think this is just going to be Tennant and Tate.
That's it. Not even Matt Smith.
Not even Matt Smith.
Fuck. So that's not going to happen. The Ponds not going to be back either.
Nah, I think that it's going to more focus around that, than any other doctors.
Fuck, I really wanted the Ponds to be back. I thought Karen Gillan was going to get on that.
She's probably busy. She says she's
not married. I know, but he's not married. He's not fucking months. I mean,
yeah,
could be weeks, honeymoon, whatever. But yeah, please bring back Capaldi. Come on, wouldn't you like to see Donna banter with Capaldi? Jesus,
oh God,
Christ. I would pay fucking a lot of money for that. It's possible Capaldi's just watching, right? Like a fan or no? Right? I mean, if I was a fucking doctor, I'd just be fucking. Didn't what's the name just fucking watch them tell him shit too? Like if they were just fans? Because look, when Capaldi was a doctor, everybody and their mother was coming out to see him, right? Taking pictures with him and shit. Katie Manning, everybody's taking pictures with Capaldi when he was a doctor. They're coming to visit the set.
She did the emoji. She did the emoji thing on Instagram and Twitter. She's officially confirmed to be directing at least one of the specials now.
Yeah, you fucking go, Rachel Talalay. How do you say Rachel Talalay? Is that how you say it?
Rachel Talalay.
Talalay. Sorry. Yeah, no, BBC fucking screwed his ass. Capaldi, man. Shit. So do we have a picture of the Sonic?
No, that's what everyone is probably going to be looking for now.
The last time I showed a thing of Sonic, they shut my Instagram down. That time I showed Jody's fucking Sonic, I was like, what the hell? People went crazy. I fucking love her. I thought, didn't I say for the longest time it was like 3 specials? I thought it was.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 specials.
So I was right. Probably more, maybe a Christmas special too. See, I get shit right too. I've been saying that for the longest time. There's going to be multiple specials for the 60th. And it sucks we have to go through the centennial first.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know what the clusterfuck that's going to be. And then we got to go. And then, when is the centennial, Connor?
It's
October? October.
Yes.
And what's the name? There's no chance we're gonna have a Christmas special this year, right? That's not what they're filming.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think it's gonna be a Christmas special.
I know Philip thinks they're gonna have one. They're not gonna have. That's too soon, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think it's too soon.
Well, RTD needs to bring Christmas specials back. I'm sorry. Let's go. Fucking let's
go. The holiday special is nice and all.
Always had the fucking TARDIS on my Christmas tree. Let's go.
Yeah. I would love to have it come back on Christmas. Now, if you want to randomly do like a 2-parter where it goes on Christmas, another one on New Year's, fine. But yeah, we need the Christmas specials again.
Here's the thing, Melina, about Jodie. Jodie's pregnant.
Yeah.
So it's not like they forgot about her. Like, they probably can't put her in there because she's pregnant and they wouldn't know how to show why she's pregnant. I mean, she's right. She's getting ready to. What is she? How many months pregnant is she, Connor? Like 6 months or 7 months?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like she's really showing, right? So like you can't. So it's not necessary that they kind of, it's, she's doing her thing, right? But by the time she gives birth, maybe they'll do a special. Maybe they'll put her in one or no, or they're done. I thought Russell T Davis hinted that he was going to put her in one.
I mean, I'm sure Russell would love to put her in there.
I thought he said something like because he likes writing for doctors, like he loved when he wrote for Matt Smith and Sarah Jane. So to get his hands on Jodie Whittaker's doctor, that's what I thought, but we'll see. Because like I said, by the time they finish special 2 or 3, she could give birth already, and then we'll see what happens. So this see, how could we call it a degeneration if it counts as a number?
It's still a degeneration because it might not be mentally.
But when we have the list going across, it's going to be Jodie and then David Tennant, like 14. Right?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I mean, is this going to be a thing where the regeneration, once the mission's done, he regenerates again? Or
Yeah.
Or does he have to be killed to regenerate?
I think he'll be killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this is uncharted territory. We don't know really.
I mean, the thing is, just picture David Tennant's doctor having the memories of Jodie Whittaker's doctor as the last thing he had, and now it's still the doctor, even if the doctor has a different face or same face, but the personality is a little different because he went through what Jodie went through as the 13th. So, and it's probably for him over, I guess, 1,000 years, right? To him, wise that since he's seen Donna Noble, because he's 2,000 and something years old. So,
yeah, I mean, it's going to be a long time since, in his timeline,
right?
Since all that happened, definitely
2,000 years. He was 900 He was 906 in Voyage of the Damned, right?
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
So, that's why when he was Capaldi, he didn't even remember Madame de Pompadour, kind of. Unless you can count that as regeneration as you're not being completed. I don't know how that works.
Well, if he didn't use it as a weapon every 5 minutes, it probably would have helped too.
Yeah, they need to stop that regeneration.
I think Melina wants to come in.
Oh, you want to come in? Oh, sure. Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm getting based off of her comment.
She can come in anytime she wants. She never needs an invite. I told her. Okay, so let me go to Twitter. Let me see if I could tweet a DM to you.
Oh no.
Well, no, I mean,
I know.
See, you know what I mean. I don't. Okay, could you? Because I'm so bad with technology, Melina. Can you do me a favor and just DM me hi, and then I'll just send you the link in there. Because I don't want to put it on Twitter and then everybody starts jumping in here, and then we need crowd control and shit, So go to the DM, say hello. Or maybe I could go to your name and then just DM you. Let me see. Wait.
HP will do that.
Right? I'm not good with it. It took me like 5 or 7 years to have graphics on this fucking channel. So, okay. Hey, why am I not following you? That's weird. I don't know what's following you. Oh shit! You got a Motel Hell shirt? Is that you? Shit! Remember that? That's you, right? Yes. Oh wait, I can't send you a message, right?
You should have a little pen down on the.
No, some people have it where you can't send the messages. I guess. Well, it makes sense because all these fucking trolls, right? Motel Hell, remember that shit? They fucking buried him. That fucking head. Remember that, Scott? Fucking
Vaguely,
great.
I gotta go back and rewatch it, but I do
She
remember.
got the fucking tongue out. They buried them, and they like that, and they fucking. That was great. Connor doesn't know what the hell we're talking about. That's okay.
I vaguely remember that. Like I said,
That's okay.
I haven't seen that movie. I couldn't tell you how long.
Did you send me a message? I think you did. You followed me, cool. I followed you, okay. Follow this account. Here we go. Here we go. First appearance. You're coming in. Yes, I did. It's a party. It's a party tonight. Let's talk about this shit. Alonzi, baby. Alonzi. I was just watching Midnight the other day. Holy shit, I love that episode.
Good episode.
Because it didn't have it physically did not have a monster. I think that was what was so good about it.
I fucking love that episode to death, Connor. Fucking Midnight. Fucking love that. That's the way? Yeah, and then she's talking, they're gonna throw him out the airlock. Holy shit. That was great. You can do it. Alonzi molto bene. Like, okay. And the diamonds. And the oh shit. David Tennant's back. Holy shit. Fucking happy, bro. Here she is. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome aboard. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
Good. So talk to us. Tell us.
Well, I have a question about this degeneration thing. Would it still count? Like, for example, if Jodie degenerates to, well, she already degenerated. But I mean, like, if she did.
Oh.
If she did. Oh gosh, if she did degenerates back to 10, would it be like going to 10? You know, you see what I'm saying, or is it going to be like Dr. 14th? Do you get my question? So if it's going to degenerate, so instead of like 13, 12, 11, 10, so we'll go back down numbers, right?
You're right. It can't be a proper.
What I think is going to happen is physically he's going to degenerate to 10, but mentally he's going to be regenerated
14.
Exactly. So the plot.
Just appearance wise, he's going to degenerate.
It's Jodie Whittaker in a David Tennant body. No.
Oh God.
No. No.
Don't.
It's going to be. It's going to most revolve around the Doctor wondering why he's got that face again.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
all right, so
the mystery.
So if Jodie doesn't get the regeneration energy from Donna, Donna still has the regeneration energy.
Well, that's the other aspect of it that they now need to explain the way around. Is how she can survive her memories being restored.
And her kid's got a whole cycle of regenerations, probably because it's a timeless child. No.
Maybe
like Journey said, the children of time. Yeah.
God, I'm hoping that Russell ignores it. I mean, Jimlo even said it himself, that he's fine if Russell ignores it. But
this could be a perfect opportunity to explain the timeless child. Because you could have the baby Noble all dressed like that. Maybe it was in a school play, and she got dressed like that, and then they kidnap her and they throw her into the void, and then Tecteun raises her, and then Donna comes out, doctor, like, no, we ain't doing this shit, and they grab her back. No, that would be too much, I guess.
But like, why? So there's another mystery as well that with Russell says why there's two roses. Obviously because they're not the same.
Yeah,
She just
no.
named
John
after
Noble's kid.
Tyler.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
John
something
Noble's kid.
I cannot stress this enough. I mean, if you want to listen, all YouTubers out there, if you want to rant and bitch and moan and cry, at least get your facts straight first.
Bingo.
Jasmine is not Rose Tyler.
New.
That's right. Thank you.
I even knew that. I even knew that from the beginning.
She's not replacing Rose Billy.
New.
There is no race swap, as most say. So all those YouTubers out there that's giving me a lot of shit these couple of days, saying things that are not correct. If you want to bitch and moan, get your facts straight first.
Read the information.
That's why we look at these things carefully before we just fucking
Connor.
go on here, right? Like I'm not going to start talking shit. And look, a perfect example of that. All these posts are wrong about it. I just saw a post, right, about Wong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got it wrong how many fucking times he appeared. Like he's always been in 4 movies. He was in fucking Endgame, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange. He's fucking also in fucking Doctor Strange 2. And then it was something else he appeared in too, right? So like, why don't you get your fucking before you start doing articles, why don't you do your research first and be accurate?
Exactly. You know? And also the fun thing is to learning about the mystery about why Donna named her Rose. And what I think is that Rose Tyler did have remember she contacted Donna. She whispered to her and she said bad wolf. And
turn left. Yeah.
And that's stuck in her mind in some way, shape, and form. Yeah.
That's my theory. And I think that's what something in Donna's mind, something happened that clicked. Maybe some of her memories gone back. And maybe that's why it regenerates back to 10 because some kind of unfinished business. That's what my understanding. And
the regeneration energy that went in her, she made the hands become David Tennant.
Yeah.
And it went in her. So as a template, it's David Tennant's doctor.
Yeah.
In the regeneration energy. And it's not full regeneration energy. So in other words,
basically, if he, like you said,
if Jodie takes it,
if she takes the regeneration energy from Donna, technically he's taking another copy of himself.
Like you remember how Matt Smith, like when he regenerated, he didn't regenerate right away into Capaldi. It went like a factory reset back to the young Matt Smith doctor, and then he regenerated. So this is sort of like Jodie Whittaker will regenerate into David Tennant, right? But it should be where, and then regenerate to Ncuti Gatwa, right? Because it's a temporary state, like John Hurt. Like even though John Hurt, the whole point of that was, and I do believe that the Sisterhood of Khan lied to him, right? I think he was able to regenerate, right? And they said he couldn't, so they gave him their own regeneration energy. And the reason why I believe that is because when the mission was done, the Ninth Doctor was coming through. Like he wasn't dying, he wasn't hurt, and he just boom regenerated. So that's the whole point. Where did Connor go? Connor just.
I don't know.
Jay, what's up?
That's what I was asking. Where did Connor go?
Well, it is late for these guys, right? I mean, I think
it's 7 hours later than him.
They're supposed to be sleeping. Are you from the same? Where are you from? UK too or not?
You're from the UK, right?
No, I'm from America.
You're from New York, but you are blind. My dyslexia. Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, me. I'm in Oklahoma.
You're in Oklahoma, but okay. I'm in Puerto Rico. It's 2:06 a.m.
Okay. Oh, same thing. We got the same time.
Connor's in the UK, and I think it's 7:06 a.m.
Yeah, because he's like 6-7 hours later than me.
He's probably work.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, it's 5 hours later than me. So I think it's 7.
You and I are the same time. Timeline. Time zone.
Yeah.
Time zone.
Yeah, we're in the same time because you went back to when it's spring.
I'm in New York.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, my
exactly.
time is 2:07 a.m. right now. So if you have,
Exactly.
if you,
I'm
you're
1:07 a.m.
You're
he's always up. Yeah, he's about an hour behind, which I was like, thank God I got him before he went to sleep.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
he's
don't
always
do
he's
we
always,
don't do timeline savings. That's all you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. We're all wishing
Yeah.
that one in. Trust me.
yeah.
We don't know what that is, and I see a lot of people complain about
I
it. It's
hate
like,
that shit every year.
we don't
Hour
know,
behind, hour forward. I'm like, Jesus, I get so screwed up.
but
Oh.
Connor left. He was my new BFF. I want to learn.
Oh, he's been on here for years.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll come back.
he'll appear.
Oh, okay. Oh, like I just have a question about the sonic screwdriver
I
because
know. I mean, is it going to be like this or is it going to be like this?
Oh God, not Jody's. Please put that away.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I had enough of it. I'm sorry.
I know.
I just.
I always
Hey, man.
felt that they took a dragonfly and plucked the wings off of that
I
one.
hate
'cause
that fucking
that's
sonic
what it looks
screwdriver.
like. It looks like a wingless
I know.
dragonfly.
That sonic screwdriver is like it's supposed to go somewhere else. It was like clearance too.
Ooh.
You know when I bought that, right? They gave me money because I bought it. Like, yeah, here's store credit too. Fuck it. Buy those other shits. And I'm like, girl power? No, thank you. Like it said on all Jody stuff, it's like her universe. So I'm like, well, I'll separate out for a shirt. No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna wear the earrings and the. No, man.
It sucks. I think it sucks. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I think it sucks that she gets no breaks. Like, there's not one thing that I could actually say, hey, at least I like this. But I don't like her TARDIS. I don't like the sonic screwdriver.
It's like the TARDIS threw up.
Yeah,
basically, right?
It looks like a. It looks.
But you know what it is? We called him out, Jimno, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said it, and I found out I was right. Remember, Scott? I said how this fucking guy probably didn't have, like, you know, a parent or whatever, and he's turned his fucking life into Doctor. Remember I was saying that shit?
Yeah.
And I was just blunt. I'm like, this motherfucker, look what he did, right? And it turns out, yeah, everything about his life, he's putting it in there like Doctor Who. And I'm like, that's why it's so wrong, because it doesn't fit.
Like I said from the beginning, when I saw the interior of the TARDIS, I thought that was so that sucked.
Because the timeless child is really Chris Chibnall.
Oh.
Because that's what they fucking telling him. Because he was adopted, right? So the whole Tech-Dune shit, all Chris Chibnall.
Inside the TARDIS, I thought, okay, please tell me that's just what it looks like now, and they're going to have the interior have sort of like a CGI interior, and we're not seeing.
Tech-Dune, the intergalactic gardener, was his fucking adopted mother. That's the whole fucking point. This is what he did. This is what this guy did.
And she was killed off in Flux. Spoiler alert, but she was killed off. It was like,
damn! What a shame.
And reason why the first villain was the Tooth Fairy is because his tooth fell out when someone said, "You don't like Doctor Who?" That was no. Jesus,
I don't get it. That it's just like there's that TARDIS. I don't know. There's a Chinese food restaurant here. I usually ordered like one of those crabs that look kind of like that, like the.
To me, it looked like an upside down hand. And I was
TENNANT.
It just looks bad. I mean, there's nothing that I can say. At least I like this. I mean, if there's a couple of things I can say about this series. I mean, I'm talking about the.
You got pizza over there? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
Is there pizza over there? Is there pizza over there in Puerto Rico?
Can you repeat that question? Are you asking me if we have pizza?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to Puerto Rico.
Are you serious right now?
You have good pizza there? Do you have good pizza there?
What do you think we have here, sir?
I have no idea, miss. I don't know. I didn't go there. I don't know. Yeah?
We have.
So do some pizza lessons for me over there, man. Show me.
Let me tell you something. We have everything that you have plus our own stuff. Let's just
okay.
How about that?
Thank you. All right.
Sir,
you educated me. Sorry.
We have Pizza Hut.
Can't you do like a pizza lesson for me and show me the pizza there?
Actually, you know what? The best pizza, and it's actually in the.
I didn't even upload my pizza video today. I got pizza tonight.
I think it's in the what's it called? The Guinness World Record. I can't pronounce it.
Guinness Book of World Record.
Okay,
Yes.
it's there because I think it's for using the oldest pizza oven in this country. Yeah, it's called Mario's Pizza. It's like it's
Oh.
very very great
Well, I
pizza.
have to ask because when I did the cast with the other Whovians, right?
I
They
love
said that they didn't have any donuts in Blackpool, and they asked me to do donut lessons. Like that was
Are
the
you
whole
serious?
joke. Yeah,
Oh,
so that's why I started doing videos about donuts, and then people, when I was gonna stop, they sent me like hundreds of dollars in like to eat donut. Yeah.
oh
So
my
that's why I was
god!
like, oh fuck yeah, I'll eat donuts every fucking day, whatever. And I was doing on my main channel donut lesson and pizza lesson and fucking soda.
I
Yeah,
gotta
because
do that. I wouldn't mind. I love pizza.
$450.
I could eat pizza every day. Seriously, I love pizza. It's in my blood. My mom was born in New
Oh,
York,
good.
and
We're gonna be
when
BFFs. Fucking
when
pizza, absolutely.
my mom moved from New York to Puerto Rico, she was very homesick, and one of the things she told me about was pizza. But then Mario's
You were
Pizza.
born there or you were born in New York?
No, I was born here. I was born in
Okay.
Puerto Rico. My mom was born in New York. She was born
Nice.
in was it Brooklyn? And I think
Wow.
but she was raised in Manhattan though.
Nice.
And my mom and my two aunts, they were from New York. So my mom's first language was English, and then she learned Spanish. So that's how I learned English myself. Is because my mom taught me English
Nice.
when I was little. So yeah, that's how I came about.
Well, that's why I had to ask you if pizza was in Puerto Rico because I didn't know in Blackpool they didn't have donuts. So I'm like,
I
oh,
that wow.
well, I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Wow.
Yeah. So, oh,
That's
good. You
all.
got pizza. That's good.
That's okay. I
Let's
mean,
go.
there are things that we don't have here. Like for example, we don't have well, we have Krispy Kreme, but we don't have Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh
Well,
shit.
and I'm getting a Dunkin' Donuts right across the street
I
from
haven't-
me, so I don't
No,
know if that's gonna be a good thing
I
or a
don't
bad
have
thing.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Let me tell you something. I have Dunkin' Donuts down the block, right? Block away. Takes me like not even 2 minutes to get there. And then a couple blocks away, I have like 5 pizzerias. I have a Taco Bell. I have friggin' Popeye's chicken. I have Cold Stone ice cream.
Yeah,
We have this street that they have everything, right? They have spas. They have
I live on
libraries.
one of the two main drags. All right. Pretty much. So if I go one way, I'm going to get IHOP and Hooters. If I go another way, I'm going to be getting let's see, Outback, and
Nice.
a few others.
Now I'm
so
hungry.
It's pretty much Grease Pit Alley.
Yummy. I have there's across the street nearby, there's Taco Bell, there is IHOP,
I still have to try the new Taco Bell that opened.
there's Popeyes, there's McDonald's, there is a restaurant called El Mesón. When Mesón is it's like a fast food, but here in this is exclusive in this country because it's like Puerto Rican style sandwiches. It's called criollo sandwiches, and it's the kind of bread that we bake here. And with that kind of bread is how we make sandwiches. And
churros there?
Yes, we do. We have churros. We have like I said, we have Domino's. We have Pizza Hut. Do you have Marco's Pizza or is it here?
What is it?
Marco's Pizza.
Sounds familiar, but I don't have it here.
I don't think I have that.
Well, we have Marco's Pizza, but I think it's exclusive here. I'm not sure. I have to check. Maybe I thought that it was like in the States too. But
at a Firehouse, right?
So you have a YouTube channel, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You do videos on there?
Actually, no. Right now, I don't know. I never thought of it. I just do like live streams and like I'm talking like right now.
Why not? You'd be perfect.
Like Doctor Who, and I'm
thinking be perfect doing Doctor Who videos. Why not?
I don't know.
God, you're fucking so popular. Why not? Jesus.
I don't know. I just look.
You probably get more subscribers. How many subscribers you have?
I don't think so. But what I'm doing now is just doing some live streams and talking about Doctor Who. And tomorrow I'm thinking about talking about She-Hulk because I'm actually I know. I actually know quite a lot about She-Hulk. So I just thought I
have a lot of comments on her too, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I am just kind of starting. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this YouTube, but I did a couple of live streams. I did one last night. But
Did it with Noel? Or no.
no, with a PD Rich. He's with Noel.
Okay.
I did that, but it was just like normal, just random. Oh, and I did one, but not my channel, with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We did.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm with them. I'm with that panel now.
That's
Officially.
good.
Yeah. I'm just trying. I really am, but
Let me tell you something. This Doctor Who is how I started my YouTube channel. I didn't like a little history. I was just going to forums and I was going
Mhm.
watching people's podcasts, and
Mhm.
my two friends were like, "Oh, you should just get a camera, get a thing, do YouTube videos, like besides having a YouTube channel." And I was stage fright, I guess. I didn't do it for a while, and I was like, they're like, just do it. Once you do your first video, you break the cycle, you're in, right? So all of a sudden, I did my first video. I was very nervous, right? Said my real name, everything, and then I started doing videos every day. I started doing 5, 10, 15 theories of Doctor Who. My freaking channel skyrocketed. And then was recruited to do podcasts from Old Doc, if you remember Scott, right? And then after that, I did my own. Created the Real Whovians cast. This is 1,884
I forget what number
podcasts.
I came into, so
6, I think 6 or 4. I don't know, something like that. You were really
Yeah.
in the beginning. Vaughn too. Vaughn was
Yeah.
And we've had over 50, 60 members, not at one time, but like just on and off. It's like so many people on here. And what's her name gave us a shout out too, Katie Manning. That was very nice.
Oh,
Cool.
really?
She wished us luck. Yeah, she's like, shout out to Matrix Lord 212 and the Real Whovians cast. That was nice of her. Yeah.
She's a sweetheart. This is something that I kind of, I guess.
Yeah, Daniel since 2011. Wow. Yeah.
Joe back in 2011. Oh.
Yeah. Everybody's aged at 10, 20 years later. No, we're doing what? 10 years we're doing, right?
Yeah,
10 years.
11 years, yeah.
11 years will be this year. 11 years would be, right? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Albert, I know for a long time.
I occasionally run into him, Albert. So he occasionally.
Long time I know Albert. Albert the Octopus. You don't have that anymore, though, right? He was young too when he used to watch on stuff, right? He was a young kid. Yeah, now everybody's 10 years older. It's crazy. So yeah, I actually did what did I do first? I'm trying to think. I actually did my books first, I think, right? Before I did the YouTube videos. I think so. Or not. I can't remember what came first. It's like the chicken or the egg, right? I don't remember. You're in college now. Jesus. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so we were doing so many podcasts a day, right? We did 450 podcasts when Jodie was announced before she even started.
Yeah.
450 podcasts. And I remember I hated that she was chosen. I was like pissed. I even heard that her brother told her like about our cast where I was cursing out. I threw K9 across the room. I broke K9's neck. Oh my god, I was so upset. But it took a while for me to.
Like I said, I still got to go back and watch that thing. And
It's so funny. I know even our enemies were watching the video, like laughing.
I left because I had to go to work, so I'd leave, and then I hear about sometime later. Oh yeah, Joe tossed K9 across the room.
It was so weird. We had women on here, and they were like, right? Gloria, she was crying that Jodie was chosen, that the doctor's a woman, and everything. We had women that were against it, like fought out too. It was like, wow.
You know something? Yeah. Let me tell you the truth here. From a while ago, way before even Jodie was even mentioned or anything of that sort, but I said that as a personal preference, I was not interested in a female doctor.
Right.
As a personal preference, I wasn't saying no to it, but because we had Missy. Now Missy was a great.
I love Missy.
Missy was awesome. Yeah.
So I thought with the good actor and good writing, it could be done, but it wasn't my preference. It's just probably a girl thing. I like the fantasy of a handsome alien doctor, kind of. That's the kind of thing I like. However, when Jodie was casted, and if I could find those 2017 tweets, I think it was in November 2017, where I was actually very excited. I was praising her. I was I was very, very happy about it. Versus when I started watching Jodie Whittaker for the first time, which was during quarantine, and I know because I got HBO Max. HBO Max, I think, was around.
You made a deal with HBO Max, yeah.
HBO Max started, so my cousin got HBO Max, and I started doing a marathon of Doctor Who, and just went through all the feels and everything, and cry and all the stuff. So I was absolutely looking forward to this Jodie Whittaker era. Okay, now let's go for it. So when I started watching it, it's like, no, okay. And then it goes forward and more, and I was like, no, I can't. And then Orphan 55, which I hated so much, and it pissed me off as somebody who is like how do you say, what's the word for it, the climate change. I'm
they forced that shit. Yeah,
I am a pro climate change person, however you define it, and I feel it's so insulting. It's like making fun of us, and then people won't take us seriously about it.
I know,
but it's just a bad message.
Good night, Daniel.
And the way she did it is just everything. So when that happened, and when the Timeless Children happened, I was so mad. I had like tears in my eyes, like out of anger. And I was going crazy, like looking on the internet, because it already happened when I started watching it. And I was like, am I the only one who's pissed about this?
You had to see, you probably didn't see our cast, but I made fun of that so bad. Like how they ran out of money and they used bed sheets. The Timeless Child. And it's like, are you kidding me? Just no, are you kidding me? Oh my God.
So bad. And then the acting was horrible. And I felt bad because it's like, I was like, is it me, or I'm not really digging Jodie's doctor?
You were not. No,
I did the promo that I was going to end the Real Whovians cast after we did thousands of casts, right? Because of that whole Jodie Whittaker thing. I think Hayden made that for me actually, and I had the Star Wars music, and I'm like, it's time for the Real.
We were making fun of the fact that she was about the pizza delivery as well.
Yeah, I got people blocked me because. That guy was so offensive that I said something like when did she get the Flash's powers and she stole a pizza? They're like, the doctor doesn't steal a pizza. The doctor doesn't steal anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? The doctor stole the TARDIS. They're like, oh, yeah. So what are you talking about? Like, doctor stole money out of the ATM when he was David Tennant. They were, right? What are you talking about? Doctor doesn't steal shit. Shut the fuck up.
And the whole thing of breaking the glass ceiling, we made fun of that as well.
Please. Jay started watching me when you probably never seen the reveal of the Jodie on my channel, but I said the F word probably more times in history than I've ever done on a podcast. Cursing, flipping out. I think I threw shit, literally. I literally threw K9 across the room. I broke his neck, and I was very upset. Remember, Scott, I couldn't even find him for a couple of days, and I was upset, and I run all these Doctor Who pages on Facebook, so I'm like, I'm gonna fucking delete them, and I was like, well, and then I didn't. So I was like, all right, but it was so funny. Everybody, and I know Jodie saw that too, but it was hysterical.
It was. I thought it was so bad, and I didn't think that when I actually commented on Twitter, I never thought that I was gonna call so many names, and I had no idea what the fuck.
No, Twitter's just a cesspool.
Yeah, it's a cesspool.
And I was like, what the hell is it not my doctor? What is that? And I'm asking, what?
Oh, that was a whole other story that we did that time.
Because every time we watched it, like we'd watch an entire series of it, and it's like, okay, these 3 episodes were good. The rest of them sucked. And then the special was good. And that's pretty much how it felt.
I created a podcast show called Who Fire, where it was supposed to be like a ring where Whovians would battle in there and stuff. So we had the whole fucking thing about Not My Doctor Who, the definition of it, who was it, who stole the title. Noel was in there. John the White was in there. Fucking those other Whovians that created the Not My Doctor Who hashtag. And it was hysterical. Remember that? That was fucking one of the best Who Fire ones ever. Jesus.
And you know what's funny? The Not My Doctor thing, what I've heard is that it started even way before, like when Matt Smith was casted, because they thought he was too young. And then
really? I don't know it was that far back.
Yes, what I now this is what I was told, because I was not. Listen, I enjoyed a lot more Doctor Who when I was not on social media.
Right.
I only shared some things like on Facebook, because Facebook is not that toxic.
Oh, please. People, I got threatened so bad on Twitter. I'm like, oh, please.
It's ridiculous. But, like, I mean, this is someone, I know I'm annoying a lot of people on my Twitter right now, because I'm so excited and optimistic.
You're not annoying people. You're annoying the one person that has 20 accounts. You have to learn that. There are these people that, these people are so nuts. They start talking to themselves and they think that they're different people, the same person. They have like 10, 20 accounts. And they'll each come after you, one after the other, and you think it's different people. It's not. It's one asshole. And I've learned that, too. Just look at Memery for crying out loud, right? And then even Memery, I think you thought it was Memery, and then he's like, oh, all upset, like, oh, I did horrible shit, but it wasn't me, and I'm sorry, whatever. But, like, he creates fucking multiple accounts, too. The guy has, like, fucking 10, 20 fucking accounts. Even YouTube channels. They're fucking ridiculous, the trolls. So you never know if it's one actual person or if it's 10 people. But it's more than likely it's one person with multiple accounts just to piss you off. You know, but they're vicious though. They went after fucking Bolstrak's dog. Come on, my God. Who does that?
I already. There is somebody who has a lot of followers though on Twitter, and started saying things about Bolstrak's dog, and I said,
was it Mr. Tardish Reviews or fucking the other one, right?
No, I haven't blocked. I don't want to be associated with him at all.
It gets so ridiculous.
But
he's been around for so long.
I asked kindly, without being mean or cursing or anything, or just asked him kindly to please not to just mention his beloved dog. And I said at that time, and I am. Listen, I am very sincere and I'm very honest. At that time, I was mad at Chris because we had a bit of a exchanging words. Yes, from Bolstrak, we had exchanging words on Twitter. I was mad at him, but I never went far. Like, and he can testify. He can testify. It's on my Twitter. If you want to look at it, people.
He's respectful, right? I know.
I am feisty. I'm very feisty. So yeah. The point is that I did not disrespect him. He did not disrespect me. But I did comment on this person. I said, listen, I'm very pissed at him. I'm very pissed at his behavior. But in no way will I ever go this low in attacking him. Right now, his poor dog passed away. And it's sacred.
It's a sad fucking thing, right? It's a personal thing that people don't need to use to go after it, to attack him. That's fucking low life behavior.
It's low life. You should, period. It's not funny.
You want to be enemies with somebody? Well, look at me, right? Scott knows, right? It did bother me a lot. Like, I lost my mom, and these fucking people, remember Scott? The anniversary of my mom's death, they fucking did an animation of my mom, making like she was a zombie coming out of the grave.
No.
And it's, I'm ashamed of you and all this stuff, and you need to leave YouTube and you need to do this, right? And it really upset me. Remember, Scott?
Yeah.
But then after a while, you gotta just realize that these people are the lowest forms of fucking life.
I can't
like real scum. And yes, and they even too. Remember they even the baby that I lost too. They fucking threw that in my face too. Remember that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like that's fucking. They're scumbags, honestly. And you know what? It did. Of course, I'm a human being, so it bothered me. But then after a while, you got to make a way. You got to try and make a way it doesn't bother you, because it will wreck you. Just like the other day, I did the gaming stream. This person said such horrible fucking things that it affected me for a couple of days, which is bad because I'm trying to be #1 gamer in America, and I can't be taken off a couple of days from gaming. I have to do stuff every day. And it screwed me up a little bit, my rankings and stuff. But you know what? They won temporarily. But you just got to and I know they go after you too. It's so heavy that it's, and I on your side 100% if you remember. I sent the video that time, but it was so big, I guess it was never got to Dean on your behalf or whatever. It was too much about whatever. But I was in your corner when people
I
were again,
I know, and if anybody is wondering, something pretty bad happened back in September of 2021 that without going much into detail, it just went really bad to the point that I had to leave Twitter.
Yeah.
And to be if there's things that I could share, I listen, I'm not ashamed of it, but I suffer from severe depression. This is clinically I went to a doctor. This is not something out of TikTok or like these stupid
No.
masses do.
You went through something crazy. I know.
Yeah.
I had my mom also passed away, and that
It was
really
a horrible time for you.
it was. And I also have borderline personality disorder, which is a very aggressive mental illness. Again, this is, I've been to my doctors, I've been hospitalized. So at that time, that bad time on Twitter, I was talking to somebody because he says he's a therapist though, and I said I think I want to check in on a hospital because I'm not having very good thoughts right now, and I think I should really go. And that's around the time that all that attack happened, just because I made an opinion about Jodie Whittaker's doctor. Now,
They're vicious. These people are vicious.
You don't have to agree. There are ways to correct me. Now, you can say, well,
You can't correct an opinion, though. I mean, that's your opinion. You should be respected.
That's my
That's
opinion.
it.
But if
You're
it's
not going to change your opinion. That's it.
They acted as though I said, like, oh, Jodie kills puppies and eats babies. I didn't say.
That's what they did about. Please, let me tell you something. Scott knows, right? Do I give a shit what anybody thinks when I say what I have to say about Doctor Who? What I feel. If I like the episode, I hate it. I don't give a shit what people think. I would say flat out how it is, right? I'm a huge Marvel Comics fan. I have 35 boxes of comics. I have fucking all over the house, Spider-Man and everything, right? Huge Marvel, right? If it sucks, I rip it, right? Like She-Hulk sucked ass, right? I don't give a shit. Like even, it's not like I'm looking for a job from anyone. Even if I was, I would be telling the truth anyway. Shit sucked. I hated Doctor Strange too, right? But like I don't fucking pull my punches. Like I flat out. Sometimes people don't like what I have to say. Sometimes people battle me. Okay, but you know what? I'm not going to change who I am. Mm-hmm. And that's it. You're going to get the genuine thing. I'm not going to lie to my fans. I'm not going to lie to people, and that's it. I hated that she was chosen. I flipped out, which brought people to my channel. I didn't realize that. And then after about 450 casts, right? Mm-hmm. Then they leaked that clip of her being the doctor. And I'm like, and I saw it. I'm like, yeah, that's how the doctor acts. Okay. But I don't blame her. I blame Chibnall because he's the writer. He's the showrunner. And when I was little and the Sixth Doctor choked Perry, right, I was traumatized as a kid because the Doctor was my hero. And when I saw him try to kill his companion, I was a kid, right, Scott? And I was fucking upset and I fucking hated the Sixth Doctor because of that. Now, that's not his fault. That was the script. That's what he had to do, right? He didn't know any better. And it took a long time until when I started doing casts and everything, I started listening to him on Big Finish. And I never listened to anybody else on Big Finish, but I listened to him. Mm-hmm. And I saw how much he cares about Doctor Who and was trying to be the ambassador of Doctor Who and everything. And I'm like, wow, this guy's a wonderful human being, right? Mm-hmm. And for so long, I hated his guts as a Doctor, right? But then we had the greatest episodes of him as a Doctor with the Value Art and stuff. So, that was like that was the crazy thing. But you learn things like Chris Chibnall. He wrote great for the Ponds, remember? It's fucking fantastic, right? Remember like the stuff, remember the dialogue he had between the 11th Doctor and Amy about, right? It was beautiful, right? Especially with Arthur Darvill with the PS when he's talking to his dad. So dinosaurs on a spaceship, and I love that shit that he did, right? But
yeah, now that I think about it, you actually brought out something good, and you know what? It further, how do I say? It further helps me believe that I think the big fail of Chibnall's era, now that you mentioned that, is that I think he tried so hard to make to have this to make this big history of having the first female doctor, that he did not know what to do with it, and did not concentrate on making her a good doctor.
Right.
I think maybe, and this
You
is
want to know
just,
what example of that is? How you're right not making her a good doctor? You want to know an example of this? You realize he wrote that whole thing about Joe Martin's doctor. Do you realize how strong he made that episode with Joe Martin's doctor? How confident she was? And people fucking loved the shit out of that episode. That has stopped watching Doctor Who forever, right? People love that episode, and they love Joe Martin more than Jodie because of that. But that's his fault because he fucking did that.
Because I even said Joe Martin's doctor was how the doctor should have been.
Right. But and this is how fucked up he is.
And I also said it felt as though, I think I said this earlier. It just felt like when Chibnall was writing for Whittaker, it's like he was trying to make it show as though.
No, he was writing about himself, which I actually said that. That was my theory until he in Radio Times
proved that a woman should not have been the doctor.
No, but the whole thing is that he wrote for Jodie Whittaker's doctor, but it was him, his life, right? So he admitted to it in fucking Radio Times, right? That always looking for acceptance from people. Hey, fam, am I doing good? First of all, the doctor don't need to fucking ask you if he's doing good, right? The doctor knows he's doing good, but she was the weakest doctor in a sense where she needed to be fucking rescued by Captain Jack because she was in a depression. Now, I'm sorry, but that would have never happened to any of the doctors, and especially because it's a female doctor, you fucking made her like shit. Right?
You made her weak. You wrote her weak.
You made her weak because you made her that she needed to be rescued. But it was him.
He made her like the original damsels in distress in the old black and white
movie.
But
that was him being depressed, that he was an orphan, and he was this, and he
but
was
you notice
that,
nobody bitched about that. Isn't that funny?
Nobody bitched about that. I bitched about it, but the whole point is that the whole thing, Tecteun, this is his shit that he twisted into episodes. Like, all this stuff that was about him, that's where he went wrong, right? You know how you could be a writer and you could just write your stuff and not include your stupid fucking politics and your stupid fucking ideology and all that shit? Just write for the fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna write Superman, you're gonna write fucking Superman. You're not gonna throw your shit into it. Oh, he came from fucking planet Krypton, he's Clark Kent, and oh shit, Mild Manner reporter, right? Right? You can just fucking be a writer, right? This day and age, these fucking people, they gotta put shit in there. And the doctor's acting weird, and you're like, the doctor doesn't act like that. Oh, maybe it's just another incarnation. No, it's fucking Chris Chibnall, right? And the perfect example of this is because when he was working for somebody, right? Stephen Moffat's the boss. He's just a fucking writer, right? Oh my God, Chris Chibnall has amazing fucking shit out there, right? I fucking love Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I love the fucking Powers of Three because it was what he got perfect, right? Was
there was somebody over his shoulder going, that's not going to work.
Do this. That's when he did the best work because he showed the emotional attachment of the 11th Doctor's bonds with Amy Pond and how they were talking about endings and different things. And he also wrote about in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship that the 11th Doctor fucking did side missions. He had fucking companions like fucking the Big Game Hunter and fucking Nefertiti. Like they were chilling with him in the TARDIS, traveling all over the fucking place. Just like in the Christmas, Kazran Sardik was a fucking companion with the other girl for fucking like 12 Christmases or some shit, right? Like how many fucking years? And he's traveling with all these people you've never seen this shit before, right? So like I loved Chris Chibnall's writing because he had the emotion. He had it perfect.
He was right for somebody
He
else.
did great. Just like Moffat. When Moffat worked,
it's like, oh, here's my politics.
Right. When Moffat worked for Russell T. Davies, The Empty Child, The Doctor Dances. He introduced Captain Jack, right?
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. Girl in the Fireplace. Holy shit. Right. That he wrote under Russell T. Davies, it was fucking perfection, right? The moment he became showrunner, his ego sprouted. People were afraid to tell him, don't do this, don't do that, because he would fire them, right? He was very like, whatever. He didn't even listen to his main people like Mark Gatiss. Mark Gatiss wanted to do the Ice Warriors for fucking ever.
Yes.
He's like, nope, right? So he even went out there. He's like, you're going to do Sleep No More too, because it was so fucked up that episode, right?
Oh, God, that thing
Right?
sucked.
So Mark Gatiss lost his shit. He's, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do the fucking Ice Warriors again, right? But I want to do it proper. And he just fucking leveled into him and finally Moffat's like, okay. But guess what? He got this thing and he started fucking up as the showrunner with certain episodes, right? And you're like, why the fuck is he doing this, right? Why is this happening? Because Moffat's so good as a writer, but he does things and when Moffat gets mad, nobody realizes, right? It goes in his subconscious and then he fucks up the character that he's mad at, right? An example of this is Clara was one way, right? And then when he actually got mad at the actress because she quit, but then Peter Capaldi got her to stay, Moffat had to rip up those fucking scripts. So he was fucking pissed. Next thing you know, he made it that Clara distracted Danny Pink and he got hit by a car. And it's like, oh shit, right? Like fucking did this horrible shit to the character. He made it like she's fucking bossy and she's a different character from the Clara with Matt Smith. And he fucking started like fucking chiseling at her, like making her like fucking terrible, right? He got pissed off.
Always arguing with the doctor. Yeah.
Right. He was going in one direction with Amy Pond, where she's about to get married and she wants to stick her tongue down his throat. And then all of a sudden something happened. He switched it, and now she loves fucking Arthur Darvill's fucking. She loves Rory.
Can I? Yeah, like with the situation with Clara, I mean, I never understood. I understand, but at the same time, I never understood why he had to introduce Danny Pink.
But when they introduced Danny Pink, that was the love of her life. They were supposed to be married, and their descendants were the first time travelers. So now you just altered the fucking timeline because.
Actually, okay. This is actually canon, and this is not me making it up. I promise you. But Clara was actually in love with the doctor. They both actually loved each other.
Oh no, that is true though. Yeah, this is the whole thing. She was in love. Okay, so
she was in love with the doctor, but she loved Danny, but it wasn't like she was in love with him. She just knew that she felt like she had to be with him because now, we have to be together because she.
Well, let me explain that because here's the thing: when Jenna Louise Coleman and Matt Smith had the perfect chemistry, right?
Oh yeah, Sicily.
Possibility that they would have been dating for real, right? There was like videos of them fucking doing all this shit together, right? She bought him Christmas presents, bought a Christmas, right? When she did that scene where he left, she said flat out that her character is in love with the doctor, crying and everything, but it was from her emotions too because she really loved him as an actor and everything, right? So that was real. That was real. She was in love with the 11th Doctor, correct? Then he regenerates into Capaldi, and immediately, because it's a different dynamic, different age, would have been weird, right? They made it where, okay, she falls in love with Danny Pink, right? Because she's not going to be with Capaldi. But meanwhile, really, okay, he loves her, even though he's older, but look what he did to save her. Exactly. Fuck the universe, fuck everything, right? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck the timeline blows up. I'm saving Clara. I'm going to shoot the fucking general and make him regenerate. Screw the Time Lords, right? Did all this shit for Clara because he loves Clara. And you also saw that she loves him too.
Yeah.
Now,
she's willing to do the same thing. That's the problem, that they both will love each other so intensely that they both are willing to break the universe apart, literally.
And the unsaid words to each other was she said, "I love you" to him, like when he was downstairs in the thing.
My shipper heart. Sorry, I love.
Like they whispered in his ear, "I love you." That's the whole point. That's what it was.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. I love them both dearly. I'm sorry. I am a big shipper. Okay, just if anybody doesn't know what shipping means, it means like.
No, I know.
You ship. But let me clarify. I am not one of those crazy toxic ones, okay? I'm not. All right?
Right.
But not like the can I say it? I don't want to say it. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna say it anyway. Like the Jasmine ones. The Thasman ones, those are nuts. But I'm telling you, like I know. See, I mean, I think with Clara, what problem with Clara was that she was such a control freak because she wanted
Afterwards.
two worlds.
Afterwards.
She wanted the best of two worlds. She wanted an adventure with the Doctor, and she not wanted, but she knew that she needed a normal life, and that's what Danny Pink offers to her.
Well,
But
another thing was, the guy that plays Danny Pink pissed off Moffat because he started to go on tour with him wearing this weird fucking outfits and was taking attention away from them, where like he's the main fucking thing they were looking at, right? So Moffat got fucking annoyed. So Moffat changed all his fucking plans and said, "Fuck this guy. I ain't bringing his ass back," right? And that's because this is the funniest shit is he's in the nether sphere. Okay?
Oh God!
He tells her there's not enough energy for me to get out, right? So what do you think? Oh, let's get the Doctor to get him out of the nether sphere. No, Moffat hates fucking the guy that plays Danny Pink. So he's like, fuck that guy. Even Missy, flat out, who created the fucking device that he's in, says, oh, you're going to rescue Danny Pink, whatever. And Clara's like, oh, fuck it. Like, in other words, right? So he's supposed to be, he's in there still, right? And when she dies, she goes in there. So Face the Raven, her spirit is automatically uploaded into the nether sphere because that's the way Missy set it up, because Missy was watching a fucking iPad through fucking Clara's eyes, right? So she made it where the kid from Iraq that fucking Danny Pink shot fucking went in there, and everybody else that went into the nether sphere. So automatically, when Clara got killed by the Raven, she goes right into the nether sphere with Danny Pink, which would also explain if they get out of there that they get together, have kids, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, it makes sense. Like, I know that.
But now we got Time constantly getting fucked up because she's with Ashilda or me, like fucking traveling around.
I thought you were gonna bring up
in the diner, in the fucking diner. Traveling in fucking space.
So depressing. I never. You know what? Speaking of which, I'm not going off subject here, but now that you mentioned that, I still yet have cried during this era, and I mean cry as in like feels, not cry as in cringe. I'm talking about cry as in it really hit me right here in the heart. And that's something that I miss about Doctor Who, is this feeling of excitement, emotion, even anger as in like, why did this have to happen? You know, like why did Donna's memory have to be erased?
I was upset about that too.
Things like that.
I said that's got to change.
And it's like people.
But you know, the reason why he created Ashilda was because he didn't want to use Captain Jack, because he felt that even though he wrote the first stories of Captain Jack, it was technically Russell T Davies that created the character, right? Well, they both did, kind of. But he just made her his Captain Jack. But people didn't take to that because the way he wrote for it was shit. You know, like she was kind of like a villain. And then the fact that it's her fault that Clara died, even though it was kind of the Time Lords, right? People hated her because of that. You could never love her after that. Even though she's traveling with Clara, you fucking killed her, bitch. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the Doctor says, the universe will be a fucking small place when I fucking hate your ass. Like, I will fucking, right? I will kill you, motherfucker. I will go all Valyard. Fuck that shit. He's like, I'm not the Doctor right now. I'm going to come fuck Valyard. Fuck this. Right? He was fucking angry.
I miss that. I miss seeing the Doctor have so many layers like that. But the
best thing was when David Tennant was fucking so dark with the fucking Family of Blood.
Oof, yes, I know.
And he just fucking put them in chains, threw them out the fucking airlock, right? I was like, holy shit! Like, if the Doctor really got pissed off, that was like
another one in the Event Horizon. Oh god,
that was so close to Valyard, right? Even the fucking Waters of Mars, right? He was talking and shit. He almost became the Valyard. Almost. I was like, oh my god! And if you didn't know who the Valyard was, you know who the Valyard was, right? Do you know who the Valyard is?
Scott is your what?
Yeah, I know who he's talking to.
No, Melina, you know who the Valyard is, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. So
he's the amalgamation.
I'll explain it. So Valyard is one of the most important characters in Doctor Who history, right? there was a story with the Sixth Doctor. You probably never seen. I don't know if you've never seen
Trial of
Sixth
the
Doctor,
Time
No.
Lord.
I don't know
where
about
the Time Lords put the Doctor on trial because now this ties in with Jodie because the Matrix of Gallifrey, the Matrix of Gallifrey is mentioned, right? So we've seen that they put the Doctor on trial, right? And the prosecutor was called the Valyard, right? And he was the one trying to show that the Doctor killed an entire race and committed an act of genocide. What we later learned was that the Matrix of Gallifrey was altered. So in other words, this is the same Matrix of Gallifrey that told Jodie that she's the timeless child and all this other bullshit. So meaning that it's bullshit, right? So we found that the Valyard is, now the Master said this, is the Doctor somewhere between his 12th and final regeneration. So at some point in time, something goes wrong where the Doctor becomes pure fucking evil, right?
And his amalgamated dark half comes out.
And he calls himself the Valyard, and he's so fucking evil, he's out of regenerations, that he wants to go in the past and take all his regenerations from his sixth incarnation and give it to himself, right? So this is the Doctor that's evil, right? Which we also felt that when Matt Smith saw his room in the God Complex and he heard the cloister bell, that was still a thing that the Doctor is going to become evil at some point, and then the universe is fucked. That's the whole point, right? This is probably why the Pandorica and everything else, because the Daleks and everybody, they think he's the one that destroys the universe. He is, because the Valyard's fucking evil. And in the future, the Doctor will be evil. So this is the running thing for decades, that at some point in time, something's going to happen, and the Doctor's going to become evil, and then everybody's screwed, right? So that was the biggest thing. So when we seen David Tennant fucking lose his shit a couple times, we're like, right? I'm like, Scott, he's going to become evil. He's going to become the Valyard, right? Same thing with Matt Smith. When Matt Smith started acting weird, and it was like the fucking episode with the silence, and he had the beard, he's like, you could create the greatest prison. It won't be enough, right? I'm like, oh shit, right? Especially if Good Man Goes to War. Like he's fucking talking shit. He's fucking nasty and angry. You're going to be Colonel Runaway. Yeah, you, right? The Doctor forming armies to go after fucking Madame Kravarian. I was like, Scott, he's going to become evil. Or even Capaldi that time, right?
Yes.
This guy's going to become evil, right? So this was the running thing. They even mentioned it with the Great Intelligence. If you remember those episodes, they said the Valyard. So at some point in time, now, still in the future, the Valyard's still coming, right? He's the Doctor, right? So this was a Doctor we didn't know. So there was the Valyard in the past, and it was the Watcher. Now, the Watcher was supposedly the last incarnation,
the final incarnation of the
Doctor, and he went back in time and regenerated into himself, kind of, whatever, right? So we had the Valyard, and then we had the Watcher. I guess how that was evil, then regenerated back into good, right? And just like the Master was like demonic in that one incarnation, the Doctor was angelic in his final incarnation. He was all white, and right, and then so you got to. I'll send you the link, but the biggest thing in Doctor Who for Whovians was the Valyard. So we were worried that, oh shit, the Valyard's coming.
Valyard.
Right? Like maybe David Tennant was going to become the Valyard when he was flipping out and he was telling fucking Adelaide Brooks, right? He's like, I'm the fucking Time Lord. I'm the winner. And it's like, oh shit. He's turning evil. He don't give a fuck now. Right? And then he got knocked down back to reality. So yeah, you should check that out. It's called The Ultimate Foe.
Yeah.
From the 60s. There's clips on it on YouTube. Where it's one of the best scenes where the Doctor finds out he's going to be evil in the future, and he shits a brick from the Master's there, and he tells him.
Colin Baker.
Oh,
with
Colin Baker, yes.
Okay, because I haven't seen a lot of like. Sadly,
just watch the clip. It's all you need to do is watch the clip, and it's the Master saying, "It's fucking chilling. It's chilling." That one scene is chilling, where the courtroom stops, and the Doctor's like, "Wait a minute, did you call him?"
I'm sorry. What's it called?
You know what? Let me get it. Hold on.
Thank you.
Fucking amazing. Oh.
Yeah, I'll occasionally find that or the.
You know what? Why don't we end this cast? We'll watch it together here off air, right? Because this is important, right, Scott? We're gonna watch this off air. We're gonna watch it here. So let's do that. All right, guys, we'll be back possibly, or maybe I'll be back. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.